Okay, we're back.
Mine's dead. My battery's just dead, but.
Jeff.
Democracy! Our country has been years going to other nations and killing people for this. And for what? Here we are. The ability to have true democracy. That you can see. That you can actually see. That you're a part of. And what are we doing?
Hi, B.
What are you doing? What this means is the ability to make change. There are no secrets in this. I said there's no secrets in this. Unlike your government. Who's going to different nations. And killing people. Woo! Next on set. It's Jason.
Mic check.
We basically riffed on four concepts in the principle of solidarity. The first was participation, which means not just showing up, but engaging. Not being passive, but active. A flip side of that is to create a safe and welcoming environment so that people feel able to engage, even if they're not good public speakers. Power to the people. In that sense, we can all be facilitators. Another idea was that transparency is essential. We don't have to worry about spies if we're totally open. And then the other concept was the idea that this is prefigurative. It's a model of the world we wish to create.
Next we have Tony.
Hi, I'm Tony. I'll be very brief. We talked about roughly around the idea of how we represent true democracy.
Hey, how's it going?
The way this country operates, which isn't a democracy. This country is a republic. It's always been a republic. And the republic is inherently undemocratic. Because you're electing someone to take away your power to make decisions. To have a say. Which is what we do here. So somehow we have to take what we're doing on a local level, spread into the community, and eventually somehow transmute the entire system into being actually a democracy. So all we gotta do is keep going, keep building.
Alright. Next on set. Sarah. Mic check. there should be more openness, more participants here, and more participation, Some groups are really active. They occupy the hood as being really active. That's awesome. But a lot of folks could be more active. So one way to include, one way for us to model this, is to think about if you could be more involved. We mentioned that GA is the only way to be involved right now. For a lot of people. Not for everyone. But a lot of folks can't make it to GA. Parents and caregivers of the elderly have a hard time coming out at 7:30. We wanted to try to address that so that folks can come out and participate. We also said we need to be respectful of people who are here. Most of the stuff we do at night. Some folks are concerned that minorities who might be afraid of the police would be concerned that police are more active at night. And also more active at our GA. Alright, and that we should do more outreach. To get more people involved. Because open participation should just be for the people here. We should get participation for new people. Alright. Now we have Bradley.
Mic check. Well, actually, we kind of took this a different direction. By accident. We started talking about how to make America a true democracy for these times. So I'll be really brief. We have some wild ideas. But something's got to be different. So we can have a real democracy. First thing we thought of was congressional lottery. One-term limits. If you can't run again, you have no special interest to make. And you don't have to worry about who supports your campaign. So if it's a lottery of the citizens, no one will want to be there anyway. And they won't write shitty laws just to get reelected. Also, this other big point, we need to get to the point where we actually vote on everything that affects all of the people. We vote for war. We vote for taxes. Any tax. Any kind of legislation that has to deal with the body of people. A direct vote. When that can happen. And we don't have to worry about digital sabotage. Thank you, everyone.
Mic check. Next we have Tuck.
My name's Tuck.
The GA is our participatory tool. Where we experiment with and learn about participatory democracy. There was an emphasis on visibility being most important. I'm sorry, I'm going to spread you this.
Can you project a little more?
Yes. Concern for scalability and speed of this process. We're going to address
by a couple of others. There was a concern that, well, I'll just read it. I participate. Even though I have a bunch of crap in my life. I come, I don't wait, and I expect others to do the work, research, and so forth when they arrive here. Remember, to live your life, you can't get burned out, and expect to sustain the movement. Democracy is a way of exercising power. Through decisions. If the numbers of us focusing on decisions is small, our mind is small. This is a plea for all of us to stay focused. During the GA. That's enough.